Now, we'll also look at the benefits of green supply chain management implementation. One of the benefits of green supply chain management is produce clean and reliable power. Burning fossil fuels release dangerous, harmful gases to the atmosphere like carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, methane into the environment. By following GSCM implementation, we can reduce the amount of these greenhouse gases on the environment and produce clean power. Insulate, another benefit is insulate against community price volatility. By insulating community price volatility, we are saying that by following these rules, the GSCM rules, we are going to be safeguarded from the prices of petrol, the prices of fuel that could rise or fluctuate at any time. So by having green supply chain, by using renewable energy, we can reduce prices of that we spend on petrol or different gases that will be very harmful to the environment and also be very expensive because we cannot predict price fluctuation. The third one is mitigate potential implication from shift in regulation. The fourth one we also do have is the reduce long-term energy costs. Implementing green supply chain has its problems, such as the initial energy cost that we are going to spend, but this initial energy cost is expensive, but by looking at the long term, we actually tend to reduce the long-term energy costs by implementing green supply chain. Okay, there are certain barriers to green supply chain management, and some of those barriers include the lack of technology. It is perceived that it's very expensive to acquire technologies that use green supply chain processes. This means that organizations find it hard to get this technology and may not want to invest in getting this because of the high initial cost of getting them and adopting green supply chain practices. Another one is the outsourcing. There is a chance that suppliers prioritize green supply chain differently or lack resources. Who knows? There is a chance that our suppliers might not be using the green practices and at the same time mean that in our supply chain, we are still recording a very high level of carbon emission and green gases. We are still recording a very high level of carbon emission and our carbon footprints are still very high. And that's because we may not be able to check our suppliers and ensure that our suppliers are following these green practices. This is a problem as relating to this. Many organizations many organizations have started ensuring that their suppliers actually follow these processes. But in as much as organizations want to do that, it's still very hard to checkmate the supply, and it's not as easy as it may look. So there are chances that suppliers might not be following these rules, and we need to check them. It's difficult, but it's important that organizations need to hold each other accountable as they are all part of the supply chain. Financial concerns. Firms worry about return on investment in green supply chain. Firms know that getting this green supply chain technology, or should I say, acquiring this green supply chain technology is very expensive. And in the long term, they actually want to back this investment. They want to get the money back. This is not guaranteed because we cannot tell how the company is going to function and how this money is going to be gotten back because it's quite expensive to invest in it. But we need financial returns. The financial returns surely will not be immediate and will not be fast. And this is why companies fear or firms fear to invest in green supply chain management. The fourth one is the knowledge. So this is a lack of knowledge in using green supply chain management. Companies fear to acquire green supply chain technology because they do not have workers who can operate this technology. So this is why companies actually start training workers. Or in the case that the company has no worker that can operate this technology, acquiring this technology may just be a waste of money because you're going to acquire this technology, but you can't use it. You still have workers using the old technology. Meanwhile, they haven't learned this. It's important that companies sit and try to train their workers to actually know the importance and why they should learn how to use green supply chain technology and ensure that they use it efficiently and effectively so that they'll be able to make profits and gains from using this technology. In a shorter run, it might not be as early as possible, it might not be as close as possible as they want to get this return on investment, but by having the knowledge to apply this technology and ensuring that the technologies are used effectively and efficiently, the company can get back return on investment good enough and are sure to get back these ROIs, return on investment, even if it's not guaranteed. But by having the knowledge of this operation, companies will tend to invest in green supply chain management because they know that their workers can operate this technology effectively and efficiently. Now I'll be passing this to my partner, Babaji Abdullahi, who will be taking us through the remaining parts of this.
Hello, my name is Babaji Abdullahi and I'm presenting on the case studies for this report. I chose Xerox Europe as my case study. So a little brief description on what Xerox Europe is and what type of products they make. So Xerox Europe Limited is a company that offers office automation and equipment products. The company provides products which include multifunction printers, copiers, scanners, software, and solutions. Xerox offers its products internationally, and Xerox Europe in particular is accounting for 25% of its worldwide operations, which has, as of today, a total revenue of about $53 billion from sales, leasing, and services. The company currently serves about 600,000 customers worldwide and maintaining almost 1.5 million installed machines, making over 1 million deliveries annually. So, in 1991, Xerox Corporation set a waste-free goal, leading to the development of a Design for Environment program. This approach involves logistic activities for an active product take-back and asset recovery program. So the current return rate for all Xerox products as of today are around 65% on all their products. So Xerox Europe waste-free efforts have resulted in substantial savings of about $76 million since 1999. So as of today, Xerox is remanufacturing 90% of designed equipment and diverting over 145 million pounds of waste from landfills. So despite this success, a key barrier is customer misperception that products with recycled part content are inferior to those built from new parts. This flowchart here from Xerox company explaining their sustainability process. It shows how raw materials are used to create new components, and then from there these components are now used to build new products, and then these products are then delivered to customer. Customer will then use the product for whatsoever time is going to take. After that, they will return the product back to Xerox company, which will now remove parts, dismantle it. After dismantling the products, it will now go to a section whereby Xerox takes its time to sort and inspect products into different zones. Some of those products that are sorted and inspected will be certified for reprocessing, which will then go straight forward into building new ones. Others will have to go into a closed loop recycling, which will now be made into new components, maybe through melting or through reusage. Others will return directly to suppliers, which will now certify them for reprocessing and then be made into new components also. And then other materials will also will be taken straight for material recycling, which will now be forwarded to third-party recyclers that can use it for alternative uses, or it can be degraded and made into new raw materials. So we can all see here that the chart is a closed loop, meaning that materials are continuously reused and recycled. So Xerox has developed this comprehensive system for taking back end-of-life products, which processes assets through remanufacture, refurbish it, parts reuse, recycling, or broker sales, each of which fully support their waste-free initiatives. So, thank you. What do we recommend for managers on the application on how to apply renewables on their supply chain and for the future of the technology? We should start by we advise that managers should conduct a comprehensive energy report. What that means is that managers should have a comprehensive energy audit of all their supply chain operations, encompassing manufacturing, transportation, distribution, which are all essential in identifying opportunities to enhance energy efficiency and sustainability in their company. Secondly, we want them to develop like a renewable energy strategy. We want managers to have and set clear renewable energy goals and objectives aligned with the overall organization's sustainability strategy. Thirdly, we want them to explore renewable energy options. There are so many range of renewable energy technologies, such as solar, wind, geothermal, and biomass. So it should be explored based on resource availability and application. So off-site renewable options such as power purchase agreements may also be advantageous in some places compared to, say, building a huge solar power plant. The fourth one also is we want managers to encourage supply chain collaboration. Managers should collaborate with supply chain stakeholders, including suppliers, transportation providers, and logistic partners to identify and implement renewable energy integration opportunities. Managers should also encourage suppliers to adopt renewable energy practices and integrate sustainability considerations into procurement decisions. On the fifth one, we want them to address infrastructure and grid integration. So they can evaluate the adequacy of existing electrical infrastructure to accommodate renewable energy integration, such as they can see how they can bind, say, wind energy if they are close to water, or how they can harness the energy from the sun if they're in a place whereby there is loss of sun and all that. So that's what they mean. That's what that means. Lastly, we want managers to harness the power of renewables. What that means is that after incorporating all these recommendations, we want them to look deep and dive into how they can generate this abundant energy and still make profit for their own organizations. Conclusion, we'd like to say that now is the time for companies to access their supply chains for renewable energy with improved access, reduced technology costs, and flexible financing. There is strong motivation and momentum for adoption. Embracing renewable energy offers significant value, and each company can tailor its investment portfolio for a positive impact on business operations. Thank you very much and have a nice day.